Well, look, just like to introduce Damien, who's going to say a few words, our fantastic photographer, cinematographer, documenter of our protests here in Dorset.
Can you hold the... No. Shall I hold it? Yeah, if you could hold it.
Hello there, I'm here to just recruit people to come to Wimborne next Saturday, where we're having Wimborne's probably biggest ever demo to draw attention to what's happening in Gaza. I looked at the death toll last night. 25,000 people have been killed since the 7th of October. 62,000 people have been injured, and 8,000 people are missing, buried under the rubble. That's almost 100,000 victims of this Gaza war in just 3 months' time. Now, the reason for meeting in Wimborne next week is that there is an arms factory there. It's called Eaton Mission Systems, and they currently provide hydraulic and fuel systems for transport aircraft. So at the moment they provide material for the Lockheed C-130 and the Sikorsky Black Hawk helicopter, and these aircraft are flying the IDF into Gaza, where they're killing people, and they're also resupplying them with those aircraft. It's true that recently, when we bombed Yemen, Eaton is supplying spare parts for the Typhoon Eurofighter and also the AF-18 Super Hornet, which is an American plane, and they are the planes that bombed the Yemen just a week ago. Now, there was not a vote in the UK Parliament to give permission for that bombing to happen, and also, I mean, we were bombing Yemen in order to stop Yemen from stopping a genocide in Gaza, and you have to wonder who's on the right side of the law. Israel, since the 7th of October, says that it has every right to defend itself, and that worked well for 2 or 3 months. But we now know that in 2004, the ICJ passed a resolution that said that if you are an occupying power, you do not have the right to self-defense. The people who are occupied do have a right to defend themselves, but as an occupation force, you cannot carry out the slaughter that is happening today. The other thing that is wearing a bit thin, boring politicians, boring celebrities put tweets out saying, "I stand with Israel." Now, after 3 months, we now know what standing with Israel means. It means that you stand for genocide. You stand for fascist politicians who call for the genocide of the people of Gaza. You stand with fascist generals in the military, and you stand with fascist IDF soldiers who basically are desecrating children's bedrooms in Palestine, bedrooms that have been bombed, and putting TikTok videos out on the social media. We know what standing with Israel means now. So what I'm asking people to do is to come to Wimborne next Saturday. We're meeting at 10:30 outside Waitrose, and we will be marching through the town centre, and we'll be marching to Eaton
Mission System.
Mission System, not a great name. There's one last thing. There was an eminent professor called Francis Boyle, and he said that if you wanted to buy an ice cream, and you thought, well, I'll get in my car and I'll go to the ice cream shop, and on the way you murder 5 or 6 people because you're not paying attention in the car, it's not a defence to say that I was only off to buy an ice cream. There are consequences if you kill people in Gaza in their thousands. The majority of them are women and children, and the rest of the world, which has declared genocide against the Ukrainian people, the people in the West are turning a blind eye to the much bigger slaughter that happens on a daily basis in Gaza. So please come to Wimborne next week. Keep talking about Palestine. we are winning the arguments because their arguments are falling away. They said they had no intention of flattening Gaza. Gaza is now flattened. So what do they say now? So please come along next week, keep supporting the movement. It needs to get bigger while their arguments fall away.
Zionism is not Judaism.